Hello guys, and welcome to another video with me, Chains. As you can tell, the update video is a little bit different to the norm, as I'm taking this opportunity to kill two birds with one stone. Me get my fix of World of Tanks, and you guys get a decent update video from me. So, without further ado guys, let's take out this bad boy and see what we can kill. So, as far as content goes for my channel, things have been, to put it blunt, a little scarce. And that purely comes down to not really having anything worthwhile to show. And only recently have I come into some funds to be able to rectify that. And rectify that have I. Right, the major thing which I'm going to be showing off are my two new allied armies. The first one is a Space Marine army going by the names of Sons of Sparta. The concept was brought up in 1990, I believe it is, or 1999, by a young chap going by the name of Anthony Warrington, who entered a 5-man squad into the Golden Demon squad category, I believe it is, and won gold. And ever since then, I've wanted to have my own army of the Sons of Sparta, because I was absolutely blown away by the mythos and the whole vibe around it. Moving on, the second army which I'm going to be doing are the squats. So for all you young guys who are sat there going, the what? And all you old dogs out there rubbing your hands gleefully, basically the squats were a Rogue Trader army that was dropped by Games Workshop before it really got in with the box sets. I believe the last entry for the squats was 2nd edition, and from then on they faded into the pale void of the warp, never to be seen again, but only to be remembered by the old dogs like myself. And it's only fortunately that a company going by the name of Mantic have brought out a game going by the name of Warpath, I believe. Brought out a faction going by the name of Forge Fathers, and basically these are space dwarves, and I am taking complete advantage of this and making a squat army for myself. The squats probably won't go to the same size as like my Blood Angels or the Sons of Sparta, purely because of the obstacles in the way. There's no real codex for them. The models are going to be incredibly difficult to actually come across, and unless Mantic or Games Workshop actually do something specific, everything is going to be a kit bash, or made up of some sort, so they're going to be a little bit more difficult to actually achieve a larger army, even though there's some special things going on with the squats, like I'm going to be having a go at making my own codex for them, having a look at some of the fan-made ones out there for like 5th edition, having a look at some of the old weapons that are coming forward with the Horus Heresy. So it's weapons like the Conversion Beamer, the Graviton Cannon, all these types of weapons, and basically bringing the squats up to date in my own opinion. Okay then, that's kind of roughly content in a nice package, shall we say. Moving on to something a lot more different, and hopefully a lot more special. Recently got back in contact with an old school buddy of mine, going by the name of Nick. Um, and Nick and kind of like one of my best mates at high school are the main figureheads of how I got into the hobby at all. It's just unfortunate that when you hit a certain age and you go out and you find alcohol and women, um, some people tend to stop out there a lot longer, and Nick ended up dropping the hobby altogether. At that point, setting up a family and moving on, where I kind of I actually came back to the hobby a lot earlier, um, for better or for worse, really. Can't really tell, but yeah, got back in contact. We've had a few painting sessions, um, had some really good conversations, and the kind of fruit of these conversations is he wants to get back into actually playing the game itself, and that obviously opens up the door for me to have a hell of a lot more content. One of them being battle reports. So it's not so much carving stone, but it is definitely penciled in the book for me to do battle reports. All we need to do now is buy ourselves a gaming board, of which is no doubt going to be the Realms of Battle from Games Workshop to start off with. I have no issues with that whatsoever. It also opens up the door for using some of the new tiles from Forge World. 280 odd quid for 4 tiles for me is a hell of a lot of money, so they may be in dribs and drabs. We might have to share the cost if we want to make his table a little bit bigger to feel something along the lines of an apocalypse size battle, where it would be 6x6, really big battles, really big boards, or 8x4. It just depends on the scenario itself and what we're playing with. But on top of that, there's also the scenery. The good lads over at Worthy Painting and Worthy Gaming put up a video a while ago where they basically did a quick review on a company's buildings called Sarissa. And the website's called Sarissa, and the actual terrain which they did a review on was Western, which these guys are using to play Malifaux, I believe it is. So I went over, had a look. They also do a sci-fi range called System Infinity. Had a look at the actual terrain itself. Straight off the bat, initial readings were, this looks like it belongs and is marketed and designed for Infinity. But having a closer look at like the gallery there, I believe it was Adepticon 2012 was their most latest. This particular type of terrain has been painted up and used for Warhammer. So having a look at the actual buildings themselves, applying some kind of design to them, I could quite easily pull them from the Infinity, shiny, grey feel of Infinity up into the dark, gothic and moody 40,000 universe. So kind of looking forward to possibly having a look at that. If you are friends with Mac on Facebook, all the Red Steel guys on Facebook, I believe Mac put up a photo or two of him having a having a quick dabble with one of the buildings from the system Infinite. So go find Mac, have a look, and see what he's done with it so far. All I can say is that I'm really looking forward to having a look at this particular type of terrain. Well, scenery from Sarissa. Right, I'm gonna wrap it up now, guys, and let you finish off watching this battle. The format for my videos are going to start changing. Instead of having big blown out conversations like I am now, they're going to be cut down to pure and simple show reels. When I've painted something and I've completed it, I'll put a show reel out, kind of stepping back a little bit and just putting out content for you guys to enjoy, really. Get the fun factor back into the hobby. Right then, guys, that's me. You've been watching the update from me, Chains. Look after yourselves. Before I go, thank you to all my new subscribers, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.